You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Tuesday. Hey, Heidi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am fantastic, and I'm excited to talk about this because we had, over the weekend, we had the Dan Ferris Celebration of Life.
We did.
Which was, again, exactly what he wanted. He wanted it to be a happy, upbeat, and we were teasing the fact that there was something special that we wouldn't talk about because we wanted it to be a surprise. And it was a bit of a surprise. The musical selection for the first hour, Dan had said, I'd really like to get somebody who can play a harp, but I'd like them to play 80s hits on the harp. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anna Voorhees is who did that. And Anna, you did an amazing job. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we had the Brass Holes play, which was wonderful. And we had a video that had a bunch of photos from Dan's life. Many friends sent us photos and family sent us photos. And there were some photos that we had from his time that we had a chance to work with him here. And then just some wonderful stories that people had a chance to share as well, which was really, really nice. It was a
beautiful evening. And I think Dan was smiling from heaven.
Yeah. And here's the thing. That was also the night that we opened the auction for his Fender acoustic guitar. And this particular guitar has autographs from dozens of country music superstars, Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Reba McEntire, and many, many, many more. Also some from people who've passed away, like Eddie Rabbitt and Charlie Daniels. The autographs were gathered on this guitar over 3 decades by Dan Ferris as he went to concerts. He'd bring that with. He worked at a country radio station in Sioux Falls here back in the 90s, and he would take this guitar with him. And a couple of years ago, he was diagnosed with cancer, and when he was in hospice, he asked us to, as he said, do something good with this guitar. And he said, I would love for this to benefit veterans. And Big Paws Canine Foundation was an organization he absolutely loved. And he said, if you can use this to raise money for them somehow, do that. And we decided, instead of doing an auction that night, and hey, we're going to do the auction, and it's going to happen here tonight, we decided we're going to do the auction online and people can bid. But the auction started last Saturday night. It started at the event, and it wraps up this Saturday. So if you know somebody who might be interested in this, the thing that was amazing, like it started out like really quick. It was up to $800 the night of the event. Yesterday it was over $4,000. I haven't even looked down there yet this morning to see where it is, but
it's quite a collection of autographs.
It's
really
amazing.
Impressive. And Dan personally took it with him to every concert that he emceed and got those signatures, so it's legit.
And here's the other thing that I'm going to tell you, and I haven't told Heidi this yet, but I'm going to announce this right now, that when you get this, we are going to personally deliver this guitar to you. And if I'm just saying.
We just lost bids.
No, but I'm saying, even if you live in a different state, we will figure out how to arrange for it, but we'll bring it to you. Because I noticed on the auction site, it says that we could ship it. I'm not going to ship it. We're going to bring it because I want to also say thank you for supporting Big Paws. I mean, it's really, really cool. I love...
It'll cost us $8,000 to take it.
It will not.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm going to. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And chances are it's going to be somebody around here. But even if it's not, if there's somewhere else, we'll come up with a reason. Now we'll have a reason to go make that trip.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be awesome. So if you know someone who might be interested, the website is lastchancesd.com. And our friends from Last Chance, they also own Law Motors, Rich Larson and his wonderful wife. They helped put this together. And I mean, they put it together really quickly. And the reason they did is because I was trying to figure out exactly how we were going to do this. And then I remembered, oh, hey, you know what? We know somebody who does this stuff. And I called him. I'm like, can you guys do this? And they were just wonderful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, all of the details at lastchancesd.com. And I've got links on the Facebook page, facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with John Roise. He is the featured guest speaker at an event coming up later this month, and we're going to talk about what I've learned about winning and losing. John, thanks for joining us, sir.
Good to be with you.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your background so when we're chatting with you, folks know a little bit more about who you are and what you're going to be here chatting about. Give us a quick snapshot of who John Roise is.
Okay. Well, I started out... when I did my undergraduate, I got drafted during Vietnam. I was an infantry officer, Ranger, and came back. I went, joined the banking business. I was in the banking business for about 20 years, and I went to the window business in 1989. So I've been in Lindsay Windows, been working there since 1989. We've got 7 plants throughout the country, and we hire a lot of people who need second, third, fourth chances. That's one of the ministries that we go into.
Very nice. I love that. Well, first of all, thank you for your service as well.
You're welcome.
Now, the thing that's nice, you're going to be in Sioux Falls, so if folks are listening are going, man, I would love to hear a little more about what John has to say, they can do that. We're going to have an event. I'll give them the date and the time and all of that. But when you get here and you talk about what I've learned about winning and losing, is this a speech that you've done, or is this a presentation you've done quite often?
Oh, I do some speaking around, but I love to tell people about what changed my life. And, I've had a lot of ups and downs. I mean, I've been through a lot of things, and some things I wish I'd done differently, and some things I'm glad I did. But God's hand's been on me. One of the things that I talk about a lot is about stewardship. An owner has rights, but a steward has responsibilities. And that's what I look at, is I don't own anything. God owns it all, and everything I have is a gift from Him. And I just want to tell people about things in business that I've learned, things that I wish I'd done, and things I didn't, and that they can learn from my mistakes probably and not repeat the same things I did. But I've had a lot of things with businesses where I've started something, it hasn't gone right, shut it down, and some things have. So I got a lot of things I learned there. In the banking business, too, I learned a lot there watching different companies. It was always so much fun for me in the banking business to see businesses start. They start from nothing and they end up being something. It's great to see people help realize their dreams.
That really is. If you would like to join us in Sioux Falls when John is speaking here in Sioux Falls, the event will be at the Country Club of Sioux Falls. It's coming up on October 26th, and this is over the lunch hour, so from 11:45 till 1. And if you'd like to get tickets, I'll put a link on our Facebook page to make it really easy to find. It's presented by Fellowship of Christian Athletes and CRU City, a ministry of CRU. And I've been to their events in the past. They always do an amazing job. And John, I'm excited to meet you in person, and I can't wait to hear a little more from you. I think it's going to be a great event coming up later this month.
It's great. I'm honored to be there. I hope everyone comes and see the story. I can learn from everyone there, and hope you can get a couple things from me. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Again, John Roise has been our guest today. He'll be in Sioux Falls October 26th. If you'd like tickets, if you'd like to learn more, I've got a link to the information about the event at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
This Day in Sioux Falls History is brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, October 17th, 1922, Babe Ruth visits Sioux Falls. New York Yankees outfielder spent the offseason in 1922 barnstorming the Midwest and western states of the U.S. He would show up in a town, join one of the local baseball clubs for a day, and draw thousands of spectators out for a game that otherwise might have only had a few dozen. He would put on a show, and for his troubles, he'd split a portion of the ticket sales with the local teams. As great of a deal as it was for the Babe, the real treat was for the local team and the spectators. They got a chance to see their hero in the flesh. A few lucky souls even had the chance to pitch against him, or hit from him on the occasion that he would take the mound in a game. This day in Sioux Falls history has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Hey, this episode of the John and Heidi Show bonus hour is done. Now, there are times during the bonus hour I'll mention something from our regular program, the John and Heidi Show, which is syndicated on like 300 stations around the country. There's actually a podcast for that as well. So if I mention something that you're going, hey, whatever happened? He didn't talk to that person, or this didn't happen, that didn't happen. You can find that podcast at JohnAndHeidiShow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour.